Alright, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it's worth. Let's get this merch. Subscribe to the PDH Network. Alright, y'all see what's going on here? As y'all see the thumbnail, y'all read the title under the thumbnail. Yeah, man, this one today is dealing with your guys J.Prince Jr. and his MobTies affiliates. Now, I guess them people, they done viewed the footage of what happened with TakeOff at the private function in H-Town. Yeah, man, the private function that J.Prince had through in H-Town where TakeOff was set up at, them people done viewed the footage. And along with that, they done finally made an arrest. I know y'all know the story. It's floating all around social media at this point that them people, they done finally got to LilCam5th. Yeah, man, they done finally arrested LilCam5th. Now, it was stated that somebody had sent them people LilCam5th Addy, basically letting them people know they know where he at. Because we all know that J.Prince Jr., he wasn't trying to turn him over. Now, it's a lot of people saying that, hey, the reason why J.Prince Jr. wouldn't turn over LilCam5th because he knows too much information about the MobTies affiliates. And not just them, his pops. Because y'all got to understand, for a long time, they been trying to get to their pops, J.Prince, you understand? And now, with his sons doing all this, it's making them folks draw in closer to him. So that's the reason why J.Prince, he had to come out and apologize based on the actions of his sons.
Yeah, man, and y'all know them folks, they still feel a certain way that J.Prince and his sons was hiding out LilCam5th, man. So even though an arrest was made, folks are still like, what took so long, man? If you and your guys didn't want to be in heat no more, the best thing you could have done was brought forth LilCam5th, man. Because again, these families, they want answers.
But right now, this video is based on, yeah, man, again, them people, they done got to LilCam5th. And not just dealing with the whole TakeOff situation. Now it's word that them people also gonna be talking to LilCam5th based on what happened to Duke the Jeweler and H-Town, man. Cause y'all got to understand, they drawing a connection. They looking at the whole big picture just like we are. They like, hey, it seems to be the same group of people that's around TakeOff and Duke the Jeweler. And those people happen to be affiliated to J.Prince Jr. Now, I told y'all before, last video, Jazz, he ain't too much of a street cat. And at the same time, he really not trying to be. But J.Prince Jr., it seemed like he's trying to earn some type of street credibility, but it's going in the wrong direction. You feel me? Because it's ending up in the untimely demise of a jeweler out of Chicago by the name of Duke and a very famous rapper out of ATL by the name of TakeOff. As always, let's pay our respects and say rest in peace to TakeOff, condolences to his family, and much love to all my folks in the ATL. Quavo, Lingo, Offset, y'all keep y'all head up out there, my guys. Same thing goes for Chicago's own Duke the Jeweler. Rest in peace to Duke the Jeweler, condolences to his family, and much love to all my folks in the ATL. Now, I told y'all, man, Duke's cousin, Mando G, he been trying to get answers based on what happened to his cousin. You understand? Similar to TakeOff and his family. So right now, at this point in time, we seem to be going in the right direction based on this arrest.
Even though some arrest was made, it's still not going to change how people feel towards J.Prince or his sons, MobTies affiliates. And the reason being, because you cannot bring back TakeOff or Duke the Jeweler, man. Because if these guys, because if J.Prince always speaks on him being seen in a certain image as being some stand-up guys, speaking on unity and organization within the community. But again, we viewing them as being a total opposite. Because knowing what happened with TakeOff and Duke, come on, man. People can't help but feel some type of way. Especially knowing that your guys was around TakeOff and Duke. Now at the same time, even though some people still speaking on, hey, we really don't know what happened with Duke. It could have been anybody because he was leaving a whole concert function. But it still goes to the fact that a lot of people did not know who Duke was. He was not seen at the concert with a lot of jewelry on, like the people were saying. And again, that was another false narrative that was put out there, that Duke was out there walking around with a bunch of jewelry on. That's not true at all, man. Most of the jewelry that he had was in an LV bag, man, that he showed them guys at the dice game. So this the reason why, pertaining with Duke, it draws back to the dice game. Because this where a lot of people got to know who it actually was. So you got some folks saying, yeah, man, when J.Prince Jr. guys got the losing in the dice game, they just didn't want their money back. They wanted the jewelry as well. That's why some people feeling some type of way. Because they like, man, you could have took all that and still left folks here. You ain't had to set him up like that. That was bogus. Same thing with TakeOff, man. But at the same time, all this still draws back to a dice game. That was all allegedly set up by J.Prince Jr. That's why some folks, again, they feeling some type of way, man. And they have the right to. Especially the families of Duke and TakeOff, man.
The thing is, we gonna see what LilCam5th got to say. You understand? If the arrest was made on LilCam5th, trust me, more is gonna come out behind this. Cause like I told y'all at first, man, when the story first broke, based on TakeOff being set up, a lot of people was putting it on Migos bands. You had some folks saying, oh man, you know, he mistakenly ended up hitting TakeOff. When now we seeing that was not the case. Now we seeing the truth that's coming out. And also dealing with Duke. How a lot of folks try to put it on Boosie. Because Boosie was the one who did acknowledge the fact that, yeah, man, I did see Duke. That him and Duke did have a conversation before Duke was set up in Houston. While J.Prince Jr., he never even acknowledged the fact that he was around Duke the jeweler. You understand? He never even gave a condolences to Duke's family. But Boosie did. You understand? So this the reason why the people is connecting the dots and seeing. Again, it's the same group of people that's affiliated to J.Prince that's tied into Duke and TakeOff, man. So you got two high profile cases that's going on here, man. Cause trust and believe, even though a lot of people didn't know Duke, he was still known, especially in the jewelry business. So while them people gonna be questioning LilCam5th, it's still a lot of people that's affiliated to Duke and TakeOff. They trying to understand what's going on with J.Prince and the MobTies affiliates. And also why they pops J.Prince seem to not have no order. Now we know that J.Prince, he speaks order and unity. But what the people are saying in our communities is we not seeing that. We are seeing the total opposite. Because these two guys, they were supposed to be protected. Make sure that they get back to their families safely. Just like J.Prince Jr. always does after Duke was set up and after TakeOff. You understand? Yeah, this video is based on them people. They done viewed the footage. They just seen that J.Prince Jr. and his MobTies affiliates, they was in the building, man. And not only that, they seen the person who upped the blicky. And right now, I guess they trying to understand what was the main motive. They want to see if LilCam5th was sent. Now, I told y'all before that the MobTies affiliates, they be making moves that J.Prince Jr. or Jazz, they don't be knowing of. So that makes they pops, J.Prince Jr., it make him look like he really don't have no order. He's not as organized like he say he is. Even though this is going on pertaining to LilCam5th getting arrested, it's still some questions that J.Prince Jr., his pops, they need to answer, man. Because again, you can't put yourself out there as a certain image, but the people are getting the total opposite. Especially again, this is what we talking about. It's not happening to guys that's out there doing criminal activity, man. Again, we talking about a jeweler and we talking about TakeOff, man. Two of the most laid back cats that y'all can know. So this the reason why it's a lot of people on ATL in Chicago. They happy that LilCam5th finally got arrested. But still, J.Prince Jr. and the MobTies affiliates, along with his pops, they got some questions that still need to be answered, man.
Because of the way J.Prince Jr. MobTies guys was moving, man. And he was noticing that. So TakeOff was being aware of what was going on. And Quavo, he just wanted to stay because, again, it was Jazz Prince's birthday, his homeboy. But at the same time, all this still draws back to a dice game. That was all allegedly set up by J.Prince Jr. They want to speak to the pops to know why the sons is moving out here like this. Because a lot of people is not agreeing to it.
So y'all don't think that them folks, J.Prince Jr., his pops and his brother is going to be worried that LilCam5th is going to be snitching out there, man? Again, y'all have to understand, LilCam5th, he know a lot about the MobTies and what they pops J.Prince be on. So again, we just gonna see. But I'm telling y'all, we gotta be patient right now because even though an arrest was made, there's still a whole process that we gotta go through. We even gotta see if folks may have a bond, you understand? Depending if he's a flight risk or not, we gonna see. I'm bringing up all that to let y'all know there's still a whole process we gotta go through because we have two high profile cases that we dealing with. So this right here, it may take some time unless the right people step forth and speak on who they know is behind all this. Hey, but we got more in store. But as always, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it's worth. Let's get this merch. Subscribe to the PDH Network.